A company sells its goods to a wholesaler, making a profit of 10%. The wholesaler, in turn, sells it to the retailer, making a profit of 20%. A customer buys the goods from the retailer for rupees 350 and the retailer gains 10%. What is the cost incurred by the company to produce the goods? Okay. Now, this is a very interesting question. First of all, we'll start with the company. Okay. So, company is selling it to the wholesaler. Okay. Wholesaler in turn is selling it to the retailer, and retailer is selling it to the customer. Okay. Now, we want to find out the cost incurred by the company to produce the good. Okay. So cost price of the company, that's what we have to find out. So cost price 1. Now company sells it to the wholesaler. So company's selling price, let's name it as selling price 1. It is equal to the cost price for the wholesaler. So cost price 2, that is nothing but selling price 1. Okay. Now wholesaler sells it to the retailer for selling price 2. Now this selling price 2 becomes the cost price for the retailer. So cost price 3, that is the cost price for retailer, it is equal to selling price 2. Now retailer sells it to the customer. Now the cost price for the customer, that is cost price 4, is equal to selling price 3. Now this is given to us as a customer buys the goods from the retailer. So customer's cost price is given to us as 350. Okay. Now this is 350, that means selling price 3 also becomes 350. Okay. Now, because we have been dealing with cost price, selling price, and profit or loss percentage, we can easily use a very simple formula, that is selling price is equal to cost price into multiplier. Okay. Now this multiplier depends on the profit percentage. Okay. So let's use it for the retailer. Let's form an equation for the retailer. So selling price, that is 350. We already know it. Okay. So 350 is equal to cost price 3 into multiplier. Now retailer is selling it at 10% profit. Okay. So therefore the multiplier will become 1.1. Okay. So from this we can say cost price 3, which is equal to selling price 2, is 350 upon 1.1. Okay. So let's keep it as a fraction itself. Okay. So selling price 2 becomes 350 divided by 1.1. Now we can form a similar equation for the wholesaler as well. The selling price is 350 divided by 1.1 is equal to cost price 2 multiplied by. Now the wholesaler is making a profit of 20%. So therefore it becomes 1.2. So therefore cost price 2, which is equal to selling price 1, becomes 350 divided by 1.1 into 1.2. Okay. Now substituting selling price 1 as that. Okay. So that becomes 350 divided by 1.1 into 1.2 is equal to cost price 1 into the wholesaler in turn sells it to the retailer. The company sells its goods to the wholesaler, making a profit of 10%. So it becomes 1.1. So now we have to find out this cost price 1. So cost price 1 becomes 350 divided by 1.1 into 1.2 into 1.1. This approximately comes out to be 241. So we can say that is our answer.